So what's up YouTube, my name is Kenny G, and in today's video we're going to talk about how the recession is unfortunately affecting the sneaker market. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Kenny G. I'm an iOS engineer. I make content around sneaker related stuff as well as software engineering and iOS development. So if you're new, make sure you go ahead and hit the subscribe button below. Also hit the like button, it definitely helps out my channel. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So first thing first we're going to get into is why is the recession affecting the sneaker market? So one reason the recession is affecting the sneaker market is simply because a couple of things. Number one, you have a lot of people that unfortunately they just don't have a job right now. Two, during the pandemic, we had a ton of people that for some reason wanted to get into sneakers. I don't really know why. I think the biggest thing is because most people got a stimulus check, or if not that, people became resellers, and people that became resellers became resellers only because they were trying to really find a way to make some kind of extra cash flow. I mean, if you think about it, there was a ton of layoffs, a ton of people that just were out of a job completely, or they was forced to work like part-time or different things like that. So, and all in all, I get it. You know, you got to hustle and do whatever you got to do to make money. So a lot of people became resellers. Well, now that the pandemic is pretty much over with, you have a lot of people who, you know, honestly, they're either going back to work, but if going back to work, you know, they're having other financial things that they're trying to take care of. You got a ton of people, unfortunately, that went into a lot of debt during the pandemic. And on top of that, you have even more people that's struggling now because you got some companies still doing layoffs. I mean, even for tech, you got StockX who's done some layoffs. You have Tesla that's done some layoffs. I mean, heck, even Netflix have done some layoffs. So more and more people are scrounging to try to make sure they get money together and put it to the side for a rainy day, just because with a recession coming down the pipeline, or technically, really in my personal opinion, we're in a recession by the true definition. I mean, you have a lot of people who are just trying to make sure they save money. So sneakers is not the first thing on their mind. And again, if you don't have money, I mean, last thing you're going to be doing is just trying to spend your money on sneakers. So with that being said, I mean, the biggest thing is, so what should you be doing as of right now? So for me personally, I'm honestly going to be keep copping sneakers. I mean, I'm blessed to be in the financial situation that I am in. I know for others, they may not be in that same type of situation, and I'm totally understanding that. But in today's time, you have a lot of people who are like, yo, I'm gonna try to go cop sneakers, at least for the ones that's not going for crazy resale prices like before, you know, while I can. Because you never know when those prices may go back up. And if those prices go back up, I mean, I hate to say it, but you know, you're gonna be truly upset about it. But again, I do understand that everybody is not in that same financial space where they can spend money on sneakers like that. Most people, you know, as right now, they're trying to spend money on groceries, kids going back to school, especially with the cost of inflation going up. I mean, heck, even for most people nowadays that want to even try to buy a house, the prices are insane. So I get it, sneakers isn't on your radar. But if you can cop, truly do best as you can. Outside of that, I also got to say that, you know, a lot of people as of right now, what I will personally be doing, if you can, is just making sure you put money to the side. Cash rule everything, so make sure you put some cash to the side, as well as if you can invest. I know I don't really talk about investment much, but if you can invest your money, let that money work for you. Don't put all your money into sneakers. I know people probably think I do that, but honestly, I don't. But any money you have extra, obviously you can spend it on sneakers, but that other money, if you do have it, please, please, please make sure you put that money to the side, invest, put it in towards something that's gonna work for you. Save for a rainy day. Make sure you have at least 3 to 6 months of expenses sitting to the side. Tremendously help you in the long run. So like I said before, with the sneaker market go back up, I don't know. I know if you're a reseller and you're watching this, honestly, I'll just tell you, please stop being a reseller.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm not really trying to have most people being resellers. I don't really care for reselling sneakers. It's cool if you know you're charging like, you know, $10, maybe $20 over the price of retail. But I mean, nowadays, man, there's sneakers out there going for like $2,000, and it doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I totally understand why some people choose to even cop reps. I mean, and just using your brain, why would you spend $2,500 on a sneaker versus what I think some people pay like maybe $150, $200, pretty much retail price? It doesn't make sense. So I totally get that. And for the most part, man, I'm not big on reselling. I mean, I have copped sneakers off Gold and stuff like that, but my personal opinion, I'm not big on reselling. So if you are reselling, you're watching this, my biggest thing to you is, please stop reselling sneakers. Again, if you're doing $10, $20 over, totally fine. I'd say the max $50 over, maybe. Outside that, once you start going that threshold past $100, $200, man, cut it. I'm not trying to pay that. The chance of sneakers going back up, it's a maybe. You really don't know. Again, a lot of people only got into reselling simply because of the fact that it was hard on money. It was one way to feed their family. Totally understand, not against that. But other people got into it because of greed. They just wanted to find some way to make some extra money. But now that the sneaker market is pretty much going on a downward spiral, hey, sneakers aren't really selling like that. So much to the fact that, heck, even StockX laid off some of their workers. So, I mean, it is what it is. The biggest thing I say is right now is, make sure you put some money to the side, save as much as you can, and obviously, cop the sneakers that you want. I rock sneakers for the toe. I don't rock sneakers so they can just sit on a wall. All the sneakers you see behind me, I actually do wear them. So do that for yourself and you'll be good. So I want to thank you guys for watching the video. I know this one was probably a short one. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe below. Also hit the like button, definitely helps me out. And I'll see you guys in the next video. See you.